Hi, how you doing? This is Stacey with Shout It Out. Let's talk about it. We got a lot to get into. Okay, so I was gonna do a episode on Diddy, which I would definitely get to that, but we got to get to this. Okay, so when Tory Lanez had originally got arrested and was found that supposedly he had shot Megan's foot, and then it wasn't true, then it was true. Um, it's like I believe it was a lie back then. I'm not saying that she didn't get shot at. I'm not saying that that's just a stab wound or whatever she originally said it was. But I do know that this was a major setup for him. When you are a child of God, I'm not trying to be funny. We may get whooped some because the devil does have a right to put his hands on us or do defile things to us or cause a little something. But God is only going to allow that for a little while because I'm sure nothing but prayers was going up for Tory Lanez. Okay, so let me get into this. When he first went in, was said this, that, and the third, that he had shot Megan Thee Stallion. I didn't know until recently that Kelsey and Megan Thee Stallion are best friends. I had no idea whatsoever. You know what I mean? I was lost in this lost on that. And Kelsey was his, I guess, main girlfriend or his girl that he was seeing at the time. And I'm to my understanding, it was some cheating going on. So I don't know if they had a little threesome one day and then he decided to start going over there or how that was working. But I never had a best friend that I had. Yeah, I did. Not my best friend though, but my best friend. You know, I had it done to me. So, but we ain't do nothing. I'm not like that, right? Morally. But when he was apologizing why he was locked up, he was apologizing to her for this whole episode happening because of cheating with Megan, messing around with Megan. That's what that was. Everybody in the industry knew it. People in the street knew when they was talking about it. All right, so enough of me talking. But what's your own opinion? And let's get into this.
Wow, y'all, this is really the 10th anniversary of Seven. Maybe was my first single
Oh
or
shoot, sorry. Give me a second. Nigga, know this. Not new to it, but it's like hard for me to do certain things.
Feel? I tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
yes, yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up because your sons have been done dirty. I'm bleeding out here. My boat, he didn't even know his lungs had collapsed. All he knows is that he couldn't breathe. He could hardly speak. As I stated before,
the crazy part about this is when Tory Lane's father was giving this speech or whatever and calling out, he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. So yeah, they trying to paint a picture for for Diddy, but yo, they gotta look at every big artist that people that block people that want you on a label, they trying to harm you. Like in real life, like the Five Heartbeats, what's my other favorite one? The Temptations. Pay attention to how this goes. This has been going on for a very long time. And it's crazy that they're kind of like pinning all of this stuff on. I keep looking up because I got a screen up there that should actually be behind me, but whatever. It'll get together sooner or later. But yeah, there's no way possible whatsoever that y'all been together all this time and ain't no dirt on you and nothing came out. It's and I'm sorry, it's coming. It's coming because one thing is too coincidental. It's coming. That's all I'm saying. Torey eventually gonna get out. If he don't get out from the hospital, he's eventually gonna get out. Trust me.
They saw was not drunk on that morning. It was 6:30 in the morning. It was nothing like that.
Torey Lanez was just stabbed behind bars, and now his father is calling out Jay-Z by name. According to reports, the rapper was attacked 14 times in prison and rushed to the hospital. It was a brutal incident, and Torey barely made it out alive. But the spotlight is on his dad right now. He's pulling no punches, hinting that this was no random act, and Roc Nation might have blood on their hands. Yeah, according to him, his son made the mistake of messing with a devil in disguise, and now he's finding just why everyone says Jay's worse than Diddy. Apparently, this is payback for when Torey called out Jay for being inappropriate with young adults, proving that the recent lawsuit against him wasn't fabricated at all. What happened? Did Torey expose something he wasn't supposed to? Did Jay-Z retaliate? And is this bigger than just Megan Thee Stallion? So Torey's having a hard time behind bars. He was hospitalized after being attacked in the California prison, where he is serving a 10-year sentence. Apparently, another inmate tried to take him out at about 7:20 a.m., according to Pedro Calderon Michel, spokesman for the State Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Staff immediately gave Lanez medical aid and called 911, and he was taken to an outside hospital. According to a statement posted on the rapper's Instagram account, he had been stabbed 14 times. His loved ones were worried sick, and they had every right to be. Both of his lungs collapsed, and he was placed on a breathing apparatus.
Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Look how God stepped in his. Look at God. That's all. Somewhere around here. I'm trying to get me bigger up here. I shouldn't be this small. Maybe I got the wrong one. Okay, there I go. I'm more in the middle. So what I'm trying to say to you is let's be for real about what y'all really got y'all mind on thinking. Like, and I don't understand, why would you wait until right now? You just got over a lawsuit. Why would, and even if it wasn't you, your team, why would your team wait until right now, so close to the situation with Diddy? Like, is people slow or people slow? And these niggas is brilliant, right? Supposedly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the father said it was this, and it ends up being this. And if they can't connect the dots, it's because the whole world need to be investigated. The whole government is dirty and needs to be investigated anyway. So let's just get back into this.
And the evidence seems to support that theory. The authorities found that the rapper was attacked by Santino Casio, who is 42 years old. He's serving a life sentence for second-degree murder, first-degree attempted murder, personal use of a dangerous or deadly weapon, and inflicting great bodily injury. All the crimes that make him a dangerous man. That's why the fact that he managed to get this close to Torey is raising all kinds of red flags. It seems like someone deliberately sought out a man like him to get the job done. Thankfully, he failed because the last we heard, Torey's doing well. According to a post from his social media, despite being in pain, he is talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wants to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. Now, Torey's fans are glad that he's out of danger, but they're laser focused on why the attack happened. And it looks like Torey's dad might have some insight on that. He had a big breakdown after his son was sentenced in front of reporters. Basically, he believed that dark hidden forces in the industry were responsible for putting Torey in jail, and it's about time people opened up their eyes to the truth, because if they did, his son wouldn't be locked up.
And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up, because your sons have been done dirty. Free gold is not over. It's not over. God does not lose. And even though we've come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God does not fail.
This is not the
I
first
know
time.
that this is wickedness.
He also spit facts, saying that the witness, Sean Kelly, had been manipulated by prosecutors. I have seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out there will say. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I am a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I ain't got nothing better to do. It's not over. It's not over. God does not lose. And he didn't stop there. People grew really concerned when he name-dropped Jay-Z of all people during his rant. See, according to Torey's father, the trial had been corrupted, and if there was one organization responsible for it, it was Rock Nation.
You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro.
This is that, you know, as much as I keep doing that, I don't know what's wrong. As much as we want to, you know, sit back and be blind, we can no longer be blind. If Diddy is going to be on trial for allegations of this, that, and the third, why would you, why, if it's true, and I'm just asking, do you believe it or not? If you have an opinion on it, that's fine. Please leave it in the comments. But there's no way possible I would have done something like this right now. It's wrong. It was wrong timing and right timing for him. Right timing for court. Torey better sue the hell out of these people. Because first of all, let me explain to you what the jail did. The first thing I heard was that Tory Lanez, and I heard this on the media, I don't know if they changed it or not, but they said that Tory Lanez was excuse me, I'm sorry. That Tory Lanez was on the yard. You know, so everybody was saying, oh, you know, maybe something happened. He might have been acting tough. I'm up to, from my understanding, the same man that's in the jail for life, that has super life, that all kind of stuff is like pointing to him. And I don't believe it was just him. I also believe there was some guards or somebody in that facility that was involved, because why would you put out a post that he got stabbed on the yard when it happened at 6 o'clock in the morning, or however early them gates opened up and when he came out. So the guy, I'm gonna let the video play so that you can find out exactly a little bit more information, because she gives it very well detailed. Okay, all right.
Ray Perez and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up. Because
now, when he says trading the souls of black and brown young men in this country, what do you think he's relaying to? Like, give me your opinion. Give me your opinion in the comments. I would appreciate it. This is a recording. But I pray that you guys are, you know, that I get some views on this thing here, because I definitely will be sending it out. How I'm feeling about this is it's terrible. And to be honest with you, I've never seen anyone go home, no matter how bad and brutally they got. But we're talking about a situation that, in my opinion, Tory Lanez took and we was all saying this, that Chelsea, he took the rap for Chelsea. Chelsea turned around and got a damn she got a what is it called? Not a plea bargain, but she ended up with immunity. Why would you get immunity if you ain't had nothing to do with this? So Megan didn't want her friend to go to jail. So she turns around and then now says, after saying what she said the first time, that originally she did get shot. Why Tory Lane's hand is not on that gun is because Tory Lanez was swiping the gun away from her, trying to get the girl to, that's why the powder was on him, but his fingerprints wasn't on the gun. And the girl ended up firing 2 times. Silly ass Megan ended up pretending either she got shot in the foot or she did, one or the other. And they helped her run with that. My understanding, he didn't want to sign with Rock Nation. And once again, we done seen stuff on back in the days on supposedly a true stories of the Temptations and the 5 Heartbeats, things of that nature. Niggas hanging people over balconies, making demands and stuff. Making demands about your life. Okay, let's get back into this.
Not sit right with him at all. He addressed the reporters again after his son ended up in the hospital, talking about how he was grateful for everyone who brought him back from the verge of death.
Out here. My boat, he didn't even know his lungs had collapsed. All he knows is that he couldn't breathe. He could hardly speak. Upon which the officer turned around and looked at him and said, nah, we got to take him. He has to be airlifted. And thankfully, to God be the glory, he was airlifted. I want to report to you that I am very thankful to all of the attending nurses, doctors in that facility. They have done an amazing job in their professional capacity. I would also like to publicly say thank you to the COs, the correctional officers that we have seen around him. In fact, these guys have been nothing but kind to him. The system is one thing, but guess what? There are people who work in the system, and some of them still have hearts. Some of them still have a conscience. So as I'm winding down today, I would like to report to all of you who care about Daystar Peterson, the artist Tory Lanez, around the world. The reports in the hospital is that he is doing remarkably well.
This time, he didn't name drop Rock Nation, out of fear of what the people trying to take his son out might do to him if he steps out of line again. But word on the street is that Tory's father knows all about who put his son in the hospital, and Jay-Z's on top of the list. And honestly, it seems like a dad's instincts are never wrong. Tory has every reason to be on Jay-Z's radar. See, there's the obvious reason. The lawsuit puts Megan in the spotlight, and that's exactly what Jay wants since his company is managing her. But there's a lot more going on here. It seems like Tory knew about what Jay does in the dark, and he made the mistake of spilling it to the public. Remember his song Gangland? Yeah, well, his brother Fargentina actually rapped about Jay being inappropriate with young adults. Jigga, don't touch them kids, you switched your style, M caught the bid, and that pretty much confirmed what the streets have been saying about Jay-Z for a long time. And that's not all.
Jigga, touch them kids.
Oh, y'all wildin'. Oh, y'all wildin'. Hey, I don't want no part of this.
In his latest album, Peterson, released on March 7th, 2025, which was recorded in prison, Torey rapped about Rock Nation and his legal issues. The track Verdict Day in particular caught fans' attention since he claimed that his trial lawyer had left him. Trial lawyer left me like she Kevin Liles. She was in bed with my opposition like wedding vows. And it wasn't just one bar. Torey also dropped this. Pinocchio, contracts in the back, they was all severed. Sean Hawley, that's a name I would call special. Only a special person could rep you and want to yo. See, Torey filed a complaint against his former lawyer, Sean Hawley, claiming that she had a connection to Rock Nation. And he wasn't wrong. Fans did some digging and found out that Sean was one of the co-executive producers of the Hulu series Reasonable Doubt, which features Megan's Savage remix in season 2. And so Torey believed that Megan and his lawyer were working behind his back secretly to make sure he ended up in jail. He dropped the allegations in the song as well, rapping, "Working for my accuser, and working for me, so all the information I give her is at ROCC. Y'all had my lawyer in y'all pocket," she circling T's. And that's why Megan always talked like jail was certain for me. Of course, Sean denied the claims. She said that the record label was never her firm's client. But fans are no better than to believe lies like that. Besides, no one can really explain how Torey lost the case. times, it almost seemed like everything was engineered to make him lose. Not to mention that Lanus has been trying for his shot at freedom. He insisted on his innocence, and his lawyers appealed his conviction. In May 2023, a judge denied a motion for him to receive a new trial. Do you know what that looks like? It seems like someone higher up is making sure that Torey rots in a jail cell and Megan gets her moment. Worst of all, things have escalated now with Torey's life hanging in the balance. And if there's one thing fans know for sure, it's that the entire thing has Jay-Z written all over it. Some believe he's targeting Torey for two reasons. One, to put his artist in the spotlight, and two, to shut him down before he says something really incriminating. And honestly, the accusations aren't too surprising. Jay-Z has always put his money on Megan Thee Stallion. Remember when Nicki and Megan were beefing? Yeah, Nicki exposed Roc Nation's shady tactics during her rants on X numerous times. They were secretly pushing Megan while undermining Nicki. And yes, most of you are probably thinking, of course they're gonna back Megan, they manage her. Well, sit down because that's not the truth. See, the only reason Megan got that support is because she was a frequent guest at the Roc Nation brunches. Yes, the same ones that Diddy used to attend as well, and Nicki knows all about it. She wrote this on X after Megan released her diss track Hiss. B-Words thinks she a bully cause she get a Roc Nation brunch every year. Be mad at party, he told all your tea, but you taking shots at my family? Boo ha ha ha, get up on your good foot. She also posted a screenshot of an ad by Roc Nation where the company was promoting Megan and wrote, spending so much money. But she's the lil broke independent artist. Desiree, you gotta let it go, baby. The world knows she's a and can't rap. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I just put out a song with no promo, no video. It's already number 2. Now, Nicki wasn't saying all that just because she hated Megan. She knew how Roc Nation worked and she wanted to expose it. So, on top of exposing the Megan support train, she also exposed Roc Nation for funding the hate campaign against her.
People got their little $250 for they tweet to say something bad about Nicki Minaj, and then the next day was like, bitch, yeah, anyway, I'm going, right? I'm listening to Bigfoot. So, I don't know why anybody of that, and I'm not talking about any rapper, I'm talking about a company or companies. Why would they want to prove?
But honestly, looking back, Nicki underestimated who she was butting heads with. This is Jay-Z we're talking about. The same man who's been Diddy's best friend for years, and the one who had people like Kathy White removed. And guess what? Nicki's fate was no different. She had a
Yo, you hear what she's saying? Like, do you literally hear what she's saying? Like, this is crazy to me. She's not saying anything that no one else has been saying on this internet. Now I have a sister who loved Jay-Z. She knew, I mean, her last name is Carter, so by marriage. So she took on that last name and she was so excited. She would know all his lyrics. However, it was something about Diddy and Jay-Z for me. And but with all the scrutiny about with Jay-Z, I mean Diddy, I've grown a heart towards him. But anyway, let's get into this. What do you think? What is your opinion? Do you believe this could be true? And be honest, do you really believe this is true? I'm gonna let you hear a little bit more of what she has to say. And then I'll get back to you. Just one moment.
of a brown paper bag with the words, "We love you, Barb," written on it on X. Seems fine, right? Well, that's where you're wrong. Nicki couldn't have placed the order herself because, let's be real, celebrities don't live like us. So how did the restaurant figure out that the order was for Nicki? Well, Nicki believed that someone on her team tried to take her out. She wrote this on X. "Thank God I don't eat the food in this place." Imagine seeing this written on a brown paper bag. Why would a person placing an order say, "Who's it for?" Odd? Or, in another tweet, she vowed to never order from that place. "I don't care how long it take to get a op back. I will never ever eat again from Outback." She suspected someone on her team who had been fired before but somehow still ended up back in management was responsible for the alleged attack on her life. Oh, she was fired last leg but was mysteriously hired again. Could you guess who she works for? In another tweet, the rapper wrote, "I didn't know she was still hired until last night. Look at God. But fans had other theories in mind. One person wrote, Rock Nation working hard, she don't eat nothing. And honestly, between what happened to Torey and everything else that Jay's been accused of, it's not hard to believe. Nicki wasn't just targeting Megan. She was exposing Rock Nation's deepest, darkest secrets. And at the end of the day, Jay's the kind of person who's willing to take people out to make sure he...
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is that this is actually happening in the world. It's been going on. It troubles me to see where it troubles me to see this Rico that's going on with Jay-Z, with Diddy by himself, because everybody took immunity. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe it may switch up the, and maybe he'll have some people on his side that see things differently. I know that he owes people money and things of that nature, but this is neither here nor there. I want your thoughts, your comments. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm out. This is Stacey with Shout It Out. Let's talk about it.